Hey, blessings, my friends. I wanted to take a minute and share some things with you. I needed a timeout. Sometimes when I take some of the trials in my life and I'm able to go through them and make them teachings, not necessarily for other people, but really for me, markers that I can learn from, they help me with those trials that are yet to come. But I really felt this afternoon, I just wanted to take a moment and share a thought with you, and maybe this thing that we're going through is going to be helpful for you as well. So I just wanted to take a minute and call a timeout. Sometimes instead of riding the wave, I felt like that wave is about to come down on top of me. And honestly, over this last week, we've really had some things kind of hit us personally that we saw in the horizon, but didn't see kind of the timing of, and they kind of hit us hard this week. And I've needed to take a timeout. I'm doing this stuff with John Maxwell, and one of the teachings in his 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth is called this law of reflection. And the law of reflection really talks about how to find a place to pause and allow growth to catch up with us. And so in the midst of some of the things that were going on this last week, really decided I needed to take a pause. I think everyone needs a place where they can take a pause and reflect and think about those things that are going on and allow growth to catch up with us. So let me show you my place to pause. So this is where I love to come. It's where I find peace. It's where I can put my feet in the sand and hear from God and pray and seek the Lord a little bit and reflect on the situations in front of me, so that I don't react in a negative way, but I can respond with God's heart to those things that are going on in my life. And so I just wanted to share a moment with you guys and ask you, do you have a place to pause? Do you have a place to stop and reflect when the wave feels like it's bearing down on you? Are you able to call a timeout? And when you do, can you break away from everything that's going on, whether it's for 30 minutes or an hour or a day, and just call timeout? Take a deep breath, reflect upon what's going on, lay it before the Lord. His yoke and his burden is light when we lay the things at his feet. He has an answer for everything and a way through all things. And sometimes we just need to hear that and see that because the way in front of us looks insurmountable, looks impossible in our eyes, but nothing's impossible for God. So I want to encourage you today as I sit here today and I'm reflecting and I'm pausing and I am asking some tough questions of myself and where I'm at in my family and where we're headed and how to engage in a healthy way and listen to God. I want to encourage you, find your place to pause. Do you have a place where you can consistently take some time and reflect? And I would say this, if you can schedule it, put it on your calendar. If you don't, it's always going to get put off with something else. You may not be able to come to the beach, but you may be able to get away to a coffee shop or some place that you enjoy to go where you can unplug from the world for a little bit and tap in to the sounds of heaven. And so my friends, I want to encourage you as I'm pausing today, find your place to pause, find your place to reflect, find your place to ask and submit the situation in front of you to the Lord. And I promise you, if you do, God's always been faithful to me. He'll be faithful to you, to meet you in that place, to encourage you, to change your perspective, and to strengthen you for the journey ahead, to move you from being about to be crushed by the wave to being up on top of it and riding the wave. So God bless you. Thanks for taking this time out with me today. I hope it's an encouragement to you as much as it is to me. I look forward to seeing you guys again and talking to you soon. God bless.